Look, if the first 3 episodes of The Acolyte weren't any indication of how bland and, well, horrible this show was, well, episode 4 was absolutely going to prove to everyone, not only is this show just exactly that, but they are 100% pushing their woke ideologies into a galaxy far, far away, while also not understanding the lore, all while creating some of the most boring characters to ever exist in Star Wars. I don't get how anyone can actually like this show. I really don't. I've tried to watch this show. We're 4 episodes into an 8-episode show that has just been terrible thus far. Look, 4 episodes in, still no lightsaber fights in a story about Jedi and Dark Force users. Yay, Star Wars! Come on! That's the antithesis of Star Wars. That's what it is all about. It's about the lightsabers. It's about the explosions, the fun, the fighting. Absolutely, there's story behind it as well. But when you see Jedi, when you see the lightsabers, when you see that, you want to see lightsaber duels. 150 minutes. 150 minutes and no lightsaber fights? Get out of here. And look, the writing continues to bore the shit out of you. It really does. And they're trying not to be pathetically predictable, but they are. Look, this episode had May, the protagonist, antagonist, supposed to be the antagonist of the show, walking through a forest, sitting there talking to her friend about how she, has to kill another Jedi. But the whole time she's contemplating, like, maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe I don't want to do this. I don't think I want to do this. And she eventually goes on to this whole idea that maybe I'm not going to kill the Jedi. Maybe what I'm going to do is turn myself into this Jedi and go turn myself into the Jedi. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to tell them everything. And the guy's like, well, no, you don't want to do that because you're just going to get arrested. And the whole time I'm sitting there like, no, what's going to happen is you're going to turn yourself into the Jedi. But you know what? He's already dead. He's already dead. I'm telling you, he's going to be dead already. I'm sitting there thinking this whole time. And you know what? He's going to be dead already. And when you get there, the Jedi are going to find you over the dead body and you're going to be framed. That's what's going to happen. And lo and behold, what happened? Because this show is predictably bad. The writing is horrendous. They try to fool you at every turn and it just doesn't work in any way. And it just goes to show that May and Osha, the 2 main characters of this show, might just be the 2 most boring and lazy written characters in all of Star Wars. In all of Star Wars, I tell you. And what the heck? Why not change the established lore of a fan favorite character? And don't sit there and tell me that Ki-Adi-Mundi is not a fan favorite character. Look, whoops, that's not where I want to go. This is where I want to go. Ki-Adi-Mundi. All right. He is a Saurian male born on the planet of Sauria in 93 BBY. His race of character lives to be between 50 and 60, 50 and 70 years old. At least the males do. But yet he's born here looking to be probably in his 30s or 40s at this point. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's in his 20s. But there's still no way in hell he's going to be alive come Revenge of the Sith. Hell, he's not even going to be alive during Phantom Menace when he can sit there and say, the Sith have been gone for a millennia. Come on. They destroy the lore. They're destroying everything about Star Wars because these writers, these showrunners don't know what they're doing. Oh, and better yet, I guess Sith fly now? I guess they just can fly? That was completely ridiculous. That at the end of the episode, or near the end of the episode, as Osha is standing there looking dumbfounded that the Jedi are going to capture her sister, as she stands there with that dumb look on her face, behind her, the Smilo Ren, as people have been calling him, comes floating down from the sky like Mary Poppins. He comes floating down from the sky. Since when do they fly? And don't give me this crap that Count Dooku did it in the Clone Wars in 2003. Just no. No, that's a cartoon. That's not live action. No. This is ridiculous, guys. This is getting out of hand. But don't lose sight of things. Us fans who are upset about the lore breaking, upset about the bad writing, upset about the terrible, boring show that is being put on display. Us fans who are upset about that, we're the ones who should be embarrassed that we're upset about that. We're the ones who should be embarrassed by the bad writing, by the bad use of Star Wars, not those who are creating Star Wars, not those who are mishandling it. Heaven forbid that those who are running the show should feel embarrassed by what they're putting up there, including Kathy Kennedy, Dave Filoni, and absolutely Leslie Headland, and all the characters and actors who are in this show. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. Because now Disney has put pronouns in Star Wars. Because you have to. You have to put pronouns in Star Wars now. You have to have it. You know, we had to have lesbians last week, and now we get the pronouns put in Star Wars as well. Because you have to put modern day politics, modern day ideologies into Star Wars. Because it makes sense. And here's the thing. No, well, here, this is what it is.
Esposo, is he or they with us?
So that little pause. Is he or they with us? Or they? Or they? Why? Why do you need that? It makes no sense. And even Polygon, who... Typically, if you read this article, dear TV writers, please stop being weird about pronouns. They're even pro-pronouns, which is whatever. But they're telling, stop it. Stop. They're saying to stop it. Why? Because it's cringe. It's not needed. You don't need to put it in everything. There was no need for it. Not to mention that they made it cringe. They made it ridiculous the way she did it. There was no reason for her to say it like she did. There was no reason to even say it. Why? Why put that in there? You know, there was even a comment made by whoever plays the character here, not Osha, the other character, that in this episode she was playing it like she has a crush on Osha. Why? Why are we doing this? Why can't we just focus on the story? Which, granted, the story sucks. But why can't we just focus on the story? Why do you have to play off of these agendas, these ideologies that nobody wants in these stories, in these Star Wars stories that... I can't take it anymore. I just don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. And then you have people over on Twitter, you know, they say things like this. The fact that the racist and homophobic grifters are trying to make The Acolyte 11.1 million views in a week seem like a failure is just another example of them moving the goalpost. Y'all said no one would watch the million, and millions did after a whole week of your attacks. The show was a hit, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, first off, if you go back and watch my shows, my videos, I said from the beginning that people were going to watch this show. Why? Because we haven't been getting a lot of Star Wars content. So people are going to watch Star Wars content. They want to watch Star Wars content. They want to. I knew that this show would get similar numbers to Ahsoka, probably give or take a few 100 million, or not 100 million, but a few million. I figured it got less, 3 million less than Ahsoka did. That's around what I figured it would get. But again, what you were going to see is people usually drop off after 2 to 4 weeks where people start to drop off. They typically give it a few weeks to see if it's a show that they want to continue watching. And you see, even Lucasfilm knows this. They're a studio. They're going to understand this. So what do they do in episode 4? They put a cliffhanger at the end of episode 4 to draw people to come back the following week. But what they're going to do in episode 5 is not give you that next episode to give you the conclusion to that cliffhanger. They may. But if I know anything about Dave Filoni, if he was truly involved with this show as much as some people are saying he is, I have a feeling the next episode is going to be another flashback. We're going to see a flashback to when they were kids again, from the opposite side of things, seeing what happened when they were kids on that little witch planet or whatever. And then episode 6 will be the reveal of the battle with the Sith guy that is Mary Poppins or whatever. Secondly, the show is bad. We all know it. Those of us saying it are willing to do so in hopes that Disney hears us and will make the necessary changes at Lucasfilm. Those who won't say it and won't say anything are too afraid to be called a homophobe or a sexist or something like that. That's why you're afraid to say it. We all know the show sucks. You can say it sucks without saying that it sucks because of this. It sucks from a story standpoint. It sucks from a Star Wars standpoint. This other stuff in it sucks as well. But push that aside, it also sucks from that stuff as well. It's plain and simple. The show is bad. Accept it. Tell Disney it sucks. Because it does. It does. The other stuff shouldn't be in there. But you take it out, the show still sucks. I've been saying it for 3 weeks. I'm saying it now. The show sucks. This is the first week that I've been saying the other stuff because it's ridiculous at this point. It sucks. But what do you think? What do you think about this show? Does it suck? Are you going to continue watching it? What do you think? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. It's getting out of hand. What did they do to my boy Kia D Monday? I don't know. I don't even know. Star Wars Theory had a great reaction to it. I thought it was hilarious. Check him out. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers. I'd love to hit 1,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, like, all that jazz. With all that said, I will catch you all later.